Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I first want to start off by saying I hope you guys are doing well and thriving through any time of difficulties this season, because I know sometimes this time of the year is just really tough. But anyway, I'm going to go get into it. So this video is basically going to be a tutorial on my Bantu lock. I've had multiple people ask for a tutorial on this hairstyle, and I'm giving it right now. As I promised, at the end of the year, I'm scrambling to get this through. I'm sorry you guys, I just moved into a new place and everything is kind of all over the place. But we're going to start off with this moisture treatment. I didn't use this moisture treatment last time. This is a new product that I came across that's been helping me through this dry season. But we're only going to take like a spoon of this, and we're going to put it in a bottle, a spray bottle, and we need to have it diluted because you can't have it too concentrated, or else, you can't have too much moisture in your locks. I filled the majority of the bottle up with water and then added that spoon into there because I already had some product that I made previously that was inside there. After you get the product inside there, that moisture treatment or any type of conditioner that you may use, or any type of, you could even just use water. Using just water is fine. The first time I did Bantu knots, I just used water and it came out totally fine. And I've done plenty of curls on locks where I just used water and it was fine. I think my hair was just really dry and it was a little irritated more than usual. I've been getting a new dry spot on the back of my neck, so I've been trying to make sure for this hairstyle it's not as irritated. When it comes to this hairstyle, I recently got a retie, so I don't like to do Bantu knots within the first week that I'm getting a retie because it's too much tension on my scalp. So I like to wait for my hair to grow out for at least a week and a half for me to put any type of other tension on my hair. But make sure when you put the product inside there, you shake it really good so it's evenly dispersed. I kind of shake it throughout too, just to make sure that, everything is evenly dispersed through my hair. But I go ahead and I start off by raking all of my hair and putting it to the top of my head. I like to do that when it comes to sectioning, but I'm going to put everything with a really large stretchy headband up to my head like a pineapple, and I'm going to just go from the bottom and start parting to do my Bantu knots. For this Bantu knot method, I'm going to give a quick disclaimer saying that I did the Bantu knots larger than I usually do them, and I didn't have my rubber bands on me, so I wasn't able to seal them like I usually seal them. So it did turn out differently than how I did it the first time. So the first time they were smaller. The first time I had my rubber bands. This time they're bigger, and I only had a couple scrunchies on me. I just moved into this apartment and I'm still trying to figure everything out and organize and unpack things. But I will do another video showing how the Bantu knots come out with smaller Bantu knots and rubber bands, because the key to a great successful Bantu knot that I peeped is that you have to have closure to where it's not unraveling. When I went to sleep that night, a couple of them unraveled, so the curls weren't as defined as I expected them to be. But we're gonna get into it regardless as far as the method that I use. For the small ones, for the big Bantu knots, I always start off with parting my hair into sections. I start off by doing the 2-strand twist all the way down, but make sure when you're parting your hair into sections, you start your 2-strand twist not exactly at the scalp, but probably like half an inch away from the scalp, so that when you're raveling it around into the Bantu knot, it's not too much tension on your scalp. If you start exactly the 2-strand twist at the scalp, it's going to be too tight, and in return your scalp can become irritated. And basically, like when you're raveling around the twist into that Bantu knot, it's going to tighten as you're raveling it around, and it continues to tighten. So you could either do half an inch or even like a whole inch if you do have a sensitive scalp. And it's dry season for me too, so the last thing I want is for my scalp to be irritated and dry, because that's just a recipe for disaster. But when I'm doing this hairstyle, for each section that I'm doing, first I start off by spraying exactly at the scalp with the conditioner mix, and then I go back and spray a little bit on the actual strands, and then I go into doing the 2-strand twists. Some of these were unraveling as I was doing it, so I used the scrunchies, the bare scrunchies that I had, to keep intact the ones that were having more of a hard time staying put together. After I'm finished, basically I go ahead and I have this turban that I was wearing last week, and I felt like it was a good idea to put it on top of the Bantu knots to kind of keep everything together a little bit more while I'm sleeping. And then I put a bonnet on top of it. Y'all, it was not comfortable going to sleep at all. I feel like I prefer the smaller Bantu knots versus the bigger ones when it comes to going to sleep, because the bigger ones, I felt like I was sleeping on rocks. Regardless, Bantu knots aren't really a comfortable hairstyle to sleep in. But yeah, I just want to say that I highly advise that you not do this hairstyle right after you get a retie. Wait at least a week and a half, a week, bare minimum to 2 weeks, because you do not want to add that much tension on your scalp. Okay, it is the next day and I'm taking these Bantu knots out, and you know, the way they're coming out, you know, they're still cute and presentable as far as like having a classy type of look, but you know, they didn't come out how I usually expect them to come out, like when I've done them previous times before. But I apologize. I was not well prepared for this video, but I was really trying to get it out so you guys know exactly how to do it. I will be dropping another video, like I said, of the smaller Bantu knots, which do give the more defined curls, and I'll be doing that more towards the basically closer to my next retie visit, so that I can sleep more comfortably and my scalp won't be as irritated, because my scalp's been a little irritated this past week. Whenever I do any type of curl, I like to go straight to my scalp and use my fingers to kind of loosen up everything so it gives a more fuller look. Then I divide the lower strands as needed. If I want it to look less full and more curl defined, I'm not going to do as much dividing, versus if I want it to look more full and I don't really care about the curliness, like the curl definition, I'll just like do way more dividing. Since the curls didn't come out as defined as I wanted them to become, I basically just like I didn't really divide them that much. I kind of just focused on the scalp a little bit. I didn't even do that back and forth head shake at all. But I ended up putting this hairstyle into a pineapple, and that's how I wore it that day to church. I felt like it was really cute as a pineapple. I took it back down later that day because my scalp was a little irritated, and I just needed less tension towards the end of the day. But I still felt like this hairstyle came out pretty cute. This is a large Bantu knot method, so it's pretty quick. It's going to take you like maybe 10-15 minutes to do this, versus the smaller one, it'll take you like maybe 20-30 minutes to do it, because it's more defined. And I definitely like the rubber bands, having that is a must. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it kind of added on to your collection of hairstyles that you can do. If you guys are interested in any other tutorials, just let me know. I will be dropping the smaller Bantu knot video next month, so stay tuned for that. Comment down below if you guys have any questions about anything, if you have any videos that you want me to put up. And I want to stop real quick to say that I really appreciate everybody who subscribed to this channel and everybody who comments on this channel. I really appreciate, I value everybody's opinion, down to the suggestions that you guys make and the stories and information that you guys have for you that are on your personal journeys. And I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys are having a blessed moment, and I hope you guys enter this new year with a clear, peaceful conscience, because that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm looking forward to next year and dropping some more content for you guys. But I hope you guys have a wonderful time this weekend. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys next time.